You can do a scale. So we've done this where it's a sliding scale of if it's $1,000 or if it's anything over, I think 25K. I think it was like 1 to 6K was 10%. Don't quote me on this, but it was like 6 to 10K was like 12%. And then it may have been up to 15 at, I forget the percent, but there was a percentage here. And then anything after 25, it was, it's a nice juicy one. They should get paid out to, I don't know what the percentage, say it was 15 to 20% of the deal. Because like, damn, you just fed the business. Like you just fed all of us on a smoker. So you also get rewarded too.
Now I've heard people do based upon the number of deals. So the first deal in the month gets a certain percentage, the next deal gets a higher percentage and so on. What do you think about that?
That's why there's so many different avenues to travel. I don't disagree with any of them really. For me, it's like tracking, but it's smart. It's incentivizing. It's going, you need to earn your stripes here. And this goes into another third-party story that I can tell you that Pace has told me. There was a gentleman in our New England community who has wreaked some havoc amongst some people, including myself. Pace and I had talked about it. This person like nips at my heels constantly. I ignore it. And Pace and I, we were golfing at that time. And I said, bro, it came up. And I know Grant Cardone just said something. Pace had something happen. And I'm like, perfect timing. I'm having a problem right now. And he goes, your fault, dog. It's your fault. And I'm like, okay, tell me how. And he's like, you didn't set the expectations. You fed that cat for free. You fed him and fed him and fed him. And then when it was time to have some respect for you, he has shit for you. You fed him for nothing. And he's like, this is your problem. And I'm like, okay, daddy. Yes, you're right. And I never forgot that. And he said, you need to tell people when you're doing them a favor. Mm-hmm. First off, number one. Number two, you need to set the expectation of, that first deal, I might not pay you anything. You should be grateful that I'm here. You're getting the education, that I'm paying for everything. I don't speak like that, so I'd have a tough time. Along the lines of saying like, you should be grateful. And then whatever it is, will be, and you should be happy. And a lot of people know that game, like the first deal, like you should almost, it's a rite of passage. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about that, but he did say you got to set the tone. So to correlate this story with what you said, my opinion is that if you do the stepping of like the first deal, a percentage, second deal, percentage, and then after like the third deal, hey, you've proved your worth. We can see that you're a hustler and we're doing some good business together. Let's go into that. You're off of probation. I don't disagree with that. I've just never implemented it, but I want to make sure that we set the tone up front. That is a mistake that I have had. So I think you're smarter than that. That's why you're here. You're doing the thing. So you're going to have SOPs. Anyone who comes in the door, it's going to be, we're going to do JV agreements. It shouldn't be an SOP, should be a JV. And it's almost like do not compete. I don't know. There's, the leads are mine, not yours if you leave. So you do not own those leads. All the leads are mine, unless we talk about it that you brought in X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. Sure, you brought those in from your grandmom and your uncle. Sure. Okay. But, you're going to set different terms like that and establish the foundation of this business.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I was taking notes as we were going along.
All right.